What's up, everybody? Finally, we are going to Fight Island this Saturday night.
That's right. Real quick, you guys. Mikey Garcia, right? Seen the video, fight hype. Probably came out a couple of days ago, day before yesterday, whatever. Nonetheless, seen the video. And Mikey Garcia pretty much came out and said that Terence Crawford hasn't fought anybody lately, the caliber of a guy like Jose Ramirez. Now, watching the interview or watching the video, you automatically get the vibe that Mikey Garcia is almost like he has his manager hat on, and he's trying to really, sell the idea of Jose Ramirez fighting Crawford. This is something that we heard about. This is something that's likely going to happen because it's an in-house fight, and let's just be honest, who else is Bud going to fight right now? Because it seemed like every time we hear about something, or these guys want to fight Bud, or Bud, these guys are on the table for Bud, for whatever reason, nothing happens. The guys just kind of walk away from the table. I'm not sure if no negotiations isn't going well. I'm not sure if Bob Arum is being cheap. But whatever the case, Crawford cannot get any of these guys to step up and fight him for nothing. Not even Ugas. Ugas decided to go the whole other route. Now, I'm not saying Ugas ducked him, because it does seem like it. When you have an option, or, when a fight like Crawford is kind of on the horizon, even if it hasn't been offered to you, why don't you pursue it? You know what I'm saying? That's really what you own. You know what I'm saying? You beat him. I'm not even going to go there with Ugas. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He chose to go the WBA route for the fake belt. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, hey, Crawford, I'll fight you. Let's go. What's up? You know what I'm saying? But, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with these guys with boxing and all this crap behind the scenes. It's really pathetic. But Mikey Garcia, he doing all this talking, right? Jose Ramirez this, Jose Ramirez that, and that Crawford hasn't fought nobody. But last time I checked, Mikey, you was in 147 as well. Last time I checked, Mikey, you chose to fight Errol Spence, not Terence Crawford. Now, he did say Terence Crawford is extremely talented, skilled, things of that nature. He said Crawford may not be as big as stronger than Jose at that one weight class. He said Jose is going to be bigger, stronger at that weight class and things of that nature. But my thing is this, though. Why don't you fight Crawford? Because every time we look up, man, guys got a lot to say about Bud. They got everything in the world to say about him, except about actually getting in the ring and fighting him. It comes a point to even the biggest Crawford detractor has to come out here and look at this and be like, wait a minute, man, these dudes, every time they all can't be Bud now. Because you don't really hear them coming out in public saying, oh, negotiations was terrible. Oh, they didn't offer me no money. And so you never really heard that. You know what I'm saying? Danny Garcia came out and said that, they all just, they didn't really seem like they really was too interested in even negotiating, man. You know what I'm saying? They see what Amir Khan got. You know what I'm saying? They think they go get that off the bat. But you got to negotiate. They don't even want to try to do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's some type of restriction on even dealing with Crawford and Bob Arum altogether until Al Heyman says so. Maybe that's the thing they got going on over there. But whatever the case, everybody do a lot of talking. But when it comes to actually fighting this guy, nothing happens. Nothing. You know I was going to come out with a video eventually about this shit. Because the video had almost as many dislikes as it did likes. Because it's weak. How you going to come out and say he ain't fought nobody, but you somebody that he should be fighting? This is the shit we deal with in boxing. I'm so sick of the same arguments. I'm sick of arguing amongst each other, us as fans, arguing about who's ducking who, which network is better. All this shit that don't even matter, man. And then you wonder why a lot of people feel MMA is better. Oh, well, they don't get paid as much. But are you getting paid to be a fucking fan? Absolutely not. This is ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? This is come on. How you gonna come out? How you gonna have an interview saying Crawford ain't fought nobody? But but you show no eagerness to face him at all whatsoever. You don't want no parts of this guy. But you gonna push off Jose on him though. You know what I'm saying? You'll push off Jose on him. But you over here, when it comes to Crawford, oh no, you retired. You don't want no smoke. You don't, no. Not even, see, that's the thing. That's the difference between boxers and martial artists. A martial artist to do it just to test themselves. You know what I'm saying? It may sound crazy to a long-time boxing guy who don't really dabble in other combat sports. But martial artists, sometimes it's about just testing yourself and seeing how better you gotten as a man. You know what I'm saying? The money is just the extras. But in boxing, that's all it's about. And that's the reason why a lot of these fights don't happen. I mean, of course, it could be other reasons too. I mean, I think the money thing is just a safe excuse for these guys to not to fight certain guys. I think it's a safe excuse, and I think it's one that people can kind of just get along with. So that's why they say it all the time. Oh, the money this, money that. But when you compare them to martial artist fighters who don't make nearly as much, right? Jorge Masvidal taking a fight on 6 days' notice. Whether you felt he was training for the camp or not, this dude's hopping in there with the baddest dude at 170, probably since GSP. You know what I'm saying? And on 6 days' notice. He ain't getting all the money that he wanted to fight him originally, but he's getting close to it, and he's just, fuck it, I'll fight him. You know what I'm saying? But no, you can't get a boxer to do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get a boxer to come off a long layoff. Been off for, like Tyron Woodley, for example. Been off for a whole year. In his last 2 fights, he's been off for about a year. You know what I'm saying? For the injuries, because he's getting, injuries and shit. He come back and fight the top guy every time. No, you know what I'm saying? Like a top guy. In boxing, these dudes come back and then take a fucking tune-up fighting a Mr. Mahoo. You never heard of seeing this guy before in your life. You know what I'm saying? This is the difference here, man. I'm a fight fan at core. I love boxing. It's my favorite combat sport. So don't get it twisted. But it's a love-hate relationship right now because I feel that I'm just an objective guy. I feel that MMA is doing a lot better right now than boxing. And that's just what it is, man. A lot of hardcore boxing fans, y'all don't want to hear that, and I get it. But it's just the truth of the matter, man. Dana White is shutting shit down. He's probably the best fight promoter in the world. I mean, he makes shit happen. Fight Island? MMA fans don't gotta argue about who's stuck and who, why this guy ain't getting no fight. It's none of that, man. They coming out with a UFC 4 before we even getting a fight night on this generations of consoles. So you mean tell me they went to PS1, 2, 3, skipped 4 and Xbox X or whatever the hell that, you know, they skipped all that. No boxing at all for like about 10 years. Woo, man, I tell you, man, it gets me riled up. You know what I'm saying? It woke me up just now. It got me riled up because it's a bunch of bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Crawford hasn't fought nobody. Why don't you fight him, bro? Simple. Give him somebody to fight. Nah, see, boxing don't care about that. See, that's why boxers tend to be the way they are. And boxing I've been doing this for a long time, man. Even before I got on YouTube. I may be new on YouTube, but I've been doing this boxing shit for a long time, every day. And it got to the point now where it's like, man, like, of course the COVID situation didn't help none, but when you look at it, it's like, outside of Wilder and Fury, what other big fights that have we gotten? Like big fights. Like, I'm talking about like a Gervonta Loma fight, a Crawford Spence fight, a Charlo Canelo fight, Andre Canelo. Those type of fights. Those are fights that we talking about. Not no Spence Porter and like those fights. Those okay fights, man. But those are not the fights. We want to see the fights. We want to see Pacquiao fight a Spence or a Crawford or you know, Pacquiao fought Thurman, so we give him that. But Thurman wasn't coming off his best. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always something, bro. I mean, even though MMA fighters don't get those benefits, and Keith didn't get it either. You know, he had to come back, pretty much fight Pacquiao. He fought Jose first. I mean, not Jose, but what's the boy name? The Riverside Rocky, man. I can't believe I forgot his name right now. But I remember his crazy ass nickname though, but I can't remember his name right now for whatever reason. It'll come back to me in a second. But it don't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, bro. And it's something I've been thinking about. Like, man, like I'm tired of the same shit with boxing, bro. You gotta feel me. Like, we missed out on Joshua Wilder. They was playing around, sidestepping and shit. AJ was over there sidestepping Wilder, looking for every reason not to fight him. Then it ended up not happening, and we lost it all together. Then we ended up getting Wilder Fury. You know, Wilder first fight went a draw. Fury fought, you know, did his thing the second fight. Now we already talking about a third fight. Meanwhile, we still welterweighting on Errol Spence and Terence Crawford to get their shit together. We still waiting on Errol Spence to put down his toys. Just seen I just got on Twitter and shit. And I was, you know, just looking through Twitter. Seen Errol Spence just wrecked his 4x4, and he didn't even have it for a year, he said. And then he got something else saying that he wants to get ATVs and dirt bikes and shit. Like, come on, bro. Stay away from driving, period, bro. You wrecked your 4x4. You didn't even have it for a year. How you... He said totaled. It said totaled. Like, bro. Hey. I hope the dude, you know, I hope he figures it out. Because maybe that's a sign to stay away from that shit. Everybody in the comment section tell him to get a chauffeur and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but look, man, Mikey Garcia, though, I like Mikey, so don't get it twisted. When I talk like this, I'm just a passionate fight fan. You know what I'm saying? It's no slight. It's just that I'm disappointed, man. I'm just disappointed in boxing. When are we going to start talking about the fights again? You know what I'm saying? Start talking about the fights. It's been the same thing, and the UFC has been really doing a good job of really making shit happen. Look at the card coming up tomorrow, man. A 3 title fight card, Fight Island. The whole card is stacked. Not just the 3 title fights that's on there, but the whole card is stacked. With Jorge Masvidal and Kamaru Usman, 2 rivals going at it. And Jorge Masvidal pretty much is the man right now in the UFC. It's a big fight. And they made it happen. As long as everybody can pass these COVID tests, these last COVID tests, I think they got like one more test today. If they can pass that shit, then we got to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing you got to worry about right now is this COVID test thing. And they got to fight. And boxing, we can't even get to the negotiation table. Say what you want about Dana White, man, but the dude makes shit happen. And if you've been around long enough, Dana White, I've been up and down with the guy over years. You know what I'm saying? I've been up with but I come to realize that he done a phenomenal job with the sport of mixed martial arts and building the brand of the UFC. He done a phenomenal job. I don't think nobody else could have done it like him. Because he understands the wave. He understands that the new people want to see. And that's why the UFC fighters are so much more accessible. It may be hard to get an interview. UFC seem like they kind of owns these guys. But as far as their social media presence, it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's there. They're accessible as far as social media is concerned. And Dana White keeps up with the current crowds. Years ago, he made the fighters before the blogging and all before Facebook and all this shit. He gave all the fighters a camera. For was it like Christmas or something? He got all the fighters like some special camera. And he told them to start, doing blogs and shit. He was way ahead of the curve years ago. So Dana White understands media and all that shit. And that's why the UFC does so well. Yeah, it had a few times where it wasn't doing too good, but for the past 2 or 3 years, man, by the past 2 years, it's been on fire, man. And rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? They've been putting out the best fights. The best been fighting the best. We've been getting some interesting matchups. The fights be pretty much on point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have no complaints about MMA right now. Now it's slowly taking over boxing once again. This boxing ain't delivering on nothing, man. We get a lot more nonsense outside the ring. What happens with these guys, and they're just stop everything but the fight. Everything but the fight, man. They talking about everything but fighting. All this shit with Crawford, man. I'm gonna close this out, man, because I didn't really want it to be that long, but I think y'all need to feel me. All this shit with Crawford. All these years we've been waiting for is it really him? Is it really Crawford's fault that he's standing at the top and nobody wants to really come up there? You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence's up there with him, but Errol Spence kind of doing his own thing. 3-fight plan, all this bullshit. We already know things don't always go as planned. Instead of just... man. We could be talking about Crawford Spence 2 or 3 right now. But instead, we still waiting on Errol Spence to go do what his plan that Al Heyman had for him. So do you really think we're going to get that fight, y'all? It's been 3 years. We've been waiting for a long time. Do you really think we're going to get Crawford versus Spence? Because I feel that right now, Danny Garcia might have played spoiler and it's going to ruin everything. I have a feeling. Either Danny Garcia is going to beat Errol Spence, and this is not me wanting any to win, and any of that little emotional fan bullshit y'all be on. I just feel that Danny Garcia is going to be ready. He's going to be motivated. We might see the best Danny to date. He's a lot stronger at 147. He's not fast, but he's accurate. He has excellent timing, and the motherfucker's strong. I think he may get Errol, man. He might. If he don't get him, it's going to be a close enough fight to where it's going to warrant a rematch. They're going to see a lot of dollar signs on that, and then they're going to run that back, and then it's going to further push back the Crawford fight. And then whatever else plans he got before Crawford. So we ain't going to never get that fight. You know what I'm saying? So we might as well move on for that. Crawford can fight whoever he wants. Errol Spence, you do your thing. And we'll just be done with it, man. I'm going to start dabbling a lot more in MMA now because MMA is delivering on the fights, man. You know what I'm saying? I kind of got fully brushed back up on what's current with MMA. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I know all the older fighters like Dominic Cruz's, the Jose Aldo's, all these guys. But it's like some of the newer guys that I got to get a little bit more familiar with. Peter Yans, I seen him fight once. Who did he fight? Did he fight Marlon Moraes? I can't remember. But either way, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning a lot who some of these guys are that's not as popular. And I pretty much got all the guys that everybody, you know, so I'm back into MMA right now. And I feel that it's better than boxing. I'm sorry to say it. I feel that it's better than boxing, man. I love boxing more, so don't get it twisted. But as an objective person, to just tell you straight up, MMA is better, man. It's just better. They deliver on the fights. The fights are always exciting. They know what the fans want to see, and they tend to deliver on it, man. That's just what it is, man. But this shit with boxing, though, shout out to Wilder and Fury once again, because they're giving us the fights that we want to see. Everybody else is kind of tiptoeing around each other, dodging each other. I don't know how much longer these guys plan on waiting. I don't know how much longer we're going to be welter waiting for Errol Spence and Terence Crawford to get their shit together. Who knows, man? But all I know is that Mikey Garcia, if you're going to come out here and say that Crawford hasn't fought nobody, then why don't you fight him? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.